had some old shutters on the side of our house that was been there for years. They were a green color, they had faded, and my wife decided she wanted some new ones. So a couple of years ago I had some siding put on, cedar siding put on my porch, and this is the board. It's about 8 inches wide, but you can see that it's tapered from the top to the bottom. It's so that it fits easier up against the wall. So I took 5 inches of this board. They were about 14 feet long, so I had to cut them up a little bit, and I cut them down to 5 inches. Each board is 5 inches. I used 3 boards, and they're 15 inches wide, so they are 60 inches long. The board underneath here, which is, here's one I've just completed. I think it's 4 inches wide, and it's thickest, and so that one is complete. So now I have 2 boards completed. I use this square to square up the ends. I put the larger board here. I'll put it 6 inches from each end. So this one's complete. It's ready to go. The tools that I used for that was I used the table saw to rip them to the 5 inches width that I needed. I used the compound miter saw to cut them to the length that I needed. So this is what they come up with. I have to assemble these 2. I have 6 more boards here, 4 more boards of these, which are these 4 by probably 3/4 inch thick, maybe 1 inch thick. So once I get these completed, then I will install them. Now that wasn't too bad. Now let's do it one more time. Okay, here they are. Like I said, I used 12 screws, 1 1/4 inch screws in each board. I have 4, what do you call these things? Shutters. Okay, this is where I have to install them. 2 on each window. 2 here, 2 down there. And I got a feeling that's not going to take very long at all. I'm going to take 4 3 or 3.5 inch wood screws to attach them to the side of the house, but let's get it done. Well, there you have it. You can see in the background I have them up, and my wife just checked them out. She says they look great. She loves them. Probably took me 2 or 3 hours to cut the whole thing out, put it together. I have a shop, so therefore it was no issue. It's a hot day here in Georgia. I'm going to put up my tools. Make sure you got yourself a DeWalt nut driver. It makes things a whole lot easier. So anyway, that's it. They're up. They're done. Well, that was kind of fun. My shop is very cool. It's down in the basement. I call it the dungeon. But with the tools, you can make just about anything you want. Now, I threw those shutters together really quick. And just to kind of give you a little bit of a tour of my shop here. I'll let you see what tools I have. We'll kind of start from this end. I've got my planer. No, that's a jointer. My planer is right there behind it. I have my router table. I have the drill press, and I have a lathe. I have a sander, belt sander. Over there is my compound miter saw. Here's my table saw, and behind it there is my bandsaw. I also have a dust catcher, which catches a lot of the dust, not all of it. What it doesn't catch, I'll let this one here, which takes out the small particles in the air filter. And of course I've got various small tools of all types across the thing here. I got my clamps. I got enough to do anything I'll probably ever need to do. If not, I'll just go get me another tool. Incidentally, all the tools in here have been paid for by work that's been done in this shop. One of my main things I'll show you in here in another room is the carpenter bee traps. I make and sell these, have for several years, and they have been my biggest seller. You know, maybe you can see them pretty well. Got my stamp on them, and so anyway, I just thought I'd show you that, and I hope that you'll check my channel out. It's called Dell's Workshop. I also have another channel called Picking Up the Pieces. It's about travel and camping and that sort of thing. So if you'd subscribe to my channel, I'd appreciate it. It'll help me out a lot, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.